I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but it's called food loaf. And basically what happens is, say they pass out the meal and you decide, I'm not going to give the milk carton back. Then they can put you on food loaf restriction. And so instead of getting a regular tray, they give you this loaf of everything that you would have had that day that's packed into this brick that they bake. And so just imagine them just grinding all your food up, you know, your mashed potatoes and chicken patty and string beans, and then baking it into a little brick. And then being like, okay, that's your meal for the day. Now, that's what the meal is supposed to be, but what actually happens is they take all the leftover food from that week. We cook that with oatmeal and Jell-O so it actually stays together, and they bake it into these bricks. And they put it into the freezer, and then when somebody's on food loaf, they'll send over to the child hall. We got one on food loaf, and they'll take that brick out, warm it up in the oven, and then send it over to the cell block. And you can't eat it. It smells so atrocious. It is the most gross thing, but it meets their minimum requirement of what they have to do in terms of nurturing. So in terms of nourishment, so what I would do is like 3 days, I would just fast. And I would just drink water, and I would, use my cough drops. And I was doing that because I was preparing myself for if they just decided to make up a lie and be like, oh, he didn't give us back the card, or he threw some food on us. And then I'm physically conditioned to go without food and not suffer, right? And then I realized that when I started to do it, that it actually had these spiritual and these psychological effects that were like benefits I didn't know I needed or was looking for. But one, really was the roots of helping me understand what it means to be resilient and what it means to be capable of overcoming a thing. And then it also just helped me self-regulate and know that I can be in control of how I feel about anything. And so the first time I did it, I felt like I was suffering. I was like, oh, this is hard. This is, this system is forcing me to have to, figure out how to be tough and all the things. But by the time I started to do it, I started to feel like, gratitude. And I started to feel like this honoring of myself.